Good afternoon, ladies. I'm Khalil Bradley, host of the Khalil the Habble Sports World, coming to you live right here in Leesburg, Virginia, Loudoun County area. That is, and today, ladies, I'll talk to you guys about the brawl that went down, the rivalry brawl between Kansas and Kansas State. I will get you guys into that, a little bit of an update for sure. I will talk to you guys also about just the fact that Larry Fitzgerald's going to be buying minority stake of the Suns. Zion Williamson's debut for the Pelicans tonight. Also, just the fact that Glen Holt, who was Tony Brown's trainer, was arrested for one count of burglary along with battery. That is, by the way. And Damian Lillard scoring 61 points this past Monday night. So that's pretty good news right there. And Derek Jeter getting to the Hall of Fame. Larry Walker. And Delonte West incident. Because he needs help, by the way. He really needs help. I'll get you guys to that just for sure on that part. And Larry Fitzgerald by minority stake of the Suns. The Phoenix Sun, that is. And Robert Manfred won't be won't have Rob Manfred, who is the MLB commissioner, the MLB won't have the Astros and the Red Sox vacate their World Series titles. And I'll tell you why I disagree with that for sure. Why it's the worst decision, by the way. So I'm gonna get you guys to it right now, guys. So I'm gonna start things off with just the fact that the Kansas State brawl. Those of you guys that just saw it though, you just saw Silvio De Sousa. That is, he blocked Dajoun Gordon's shot. That is. He stood over him, taunting him, that is. Antonio Gordon and David Sloan went after De Sousa, that is. De Sousa had a stool, that is, or a chair. That was before Jerrance Howard grabbed it from him for sure. Morales Garrett, that is, and David McCormack, they get into the brawl as well, along James Long, that is, by the way, James Lowe, by the way, James Loan, by the way, and things got real. There was a punch being thrown, kicks were thrown, a chair was about to be thrown, and that chair was taken away, and both Kansas State players had to be separated. And that got really ugly. I'll tell you that right now. The Kansas St Rivalry was real ugly. I can tell you that right now. So those guys saw that brawl, man. I mean, Kansas beat Kansas State 81-60 in that game. But after that game, a brawl suit, both benches had to be cleared. And I give you a little bit of update, by the way, that Silvio De Sousa has been suspended indefinitely for sure, without pay, and there could be some more suspensions awaiting for sure. So Silvio De Sousa is now being suspended, but for how many games? 8 games, 10 games, 12 games, you name it. So Silvio De Sousa has been suspended from the brawl that ensued between Kansas State, by the way. And that was a rivalry game. And those two teams that don't like each other at all. I mean, it's not a rivalry week yet, though. We have to wait till March Madness and Final Four for that. So that right there was real ugly. I can tell you that right now. So I gotta say, Kansas State getting to it. So I think the other players may get suspended as well. That could come into play by the end of tonight or tomorrow or next week. So who knows how this is all going to ensue. So Silvio De Sousa not being suspended for the brawl that he got himself into with Dajoun Gordon after he blocked a shot, by the way. So, and even though Silvio De Sousa got technical for taunting, that is, and that did not look good there. So that got real ugly, and there's repercussions for the other players as well, hopefully, to the very least. Another news I do want to address, by the way, Zion Williamson is going to make his debut tonight, by the way, following a knee surgery that he had, though, the same injury that he had at Duke, the same one he had at the Pelicans Summer League, by the way. And he's back now. So He is coming back for tonight, but what condition though? Now Zion Williamson, he could help the Pelicans make it to the playoffs. That just certainly likely not going to occur. Unless the Pelicans win more games with Zion Williamson on the court, that is, by the way, which you'll see him tonight. But I got to say, Zion's going to help the Pelicans win a lot more games. Is he going to be that guy? So that's what I want to know. Right, that's what I really want to know right there. I think that Zion Williamson is going to be that guy. As long as he stays healthy and fit, that is, as long as he stays active, proactive, he'll be back, and he's going to come back for tonight. As long as he doesn't get injured yet again, that is. So it's going to need all the help he's going to get. So Pelicans, they have a really bad record. It's not looking too good for them. So I hope Zion Williamson's going to help the Pelicans win a lot more games, say the very least, which they can do. So that's all I got for that. So Zion Williamson's going to be debuting for tonight, everybody. And others I do want to address, by the way, that Antonio Brown's trainer, Glen Holt, was arrested and charged with 1 count of burglary along with battering. Antonio Brown hasn't been arrested nor charged in this incident. Attempts to make contact where didn't work. Now, Hollywood police, however, they were investigating Tony Brown's home for a simple battery. Now, this involved the driver of a moving truck. He said that he got battered by AB and Glen Holt. Now, Glen Holt, he faced a judge just earlier today, and his bond was at $20K. And can't have contact with anybody, nor the victim or anyone else. So, no taxing, none of that. So, Glen Holt, that is, who's Antonio Brown's trainer, he's been arrested and charged with 1 count of burglary and along with battery, by the way. Now, there could be a possible arrest warrant out for Antonio Brown, who has not been charged or arrested, no, he was not in custody. Now, Antonio Brown, if you guys remember, he was accused of sexual assault, rape, and misconduct by Brittany Taylor and this female artist. So those charges could be coming in for sure. Now, there was footage of him getting to his baby mama, that is. He leaked footage. There was footage of he was doing video of that. Kids were in the police car, Hollywood police. And he won't be practicing at the PAL Police Athletic League anymore. If he gets caught practicing there, he gets arrested for trespassing. So Antonio Brown, he may have an arrest warrant awaiting him for sure, by later on today. Now, Hollywood police are working on it for sure. Now, they say that Antonio Brown and Glen Holt got into it with this driver of a moving truck, that is, and this driver of a moving truck had to bring all of AB's materials, and for some reason, this driver, this moving truck, says that he was battered by Antonio Brown and Glen Holt. Now, Glen Holt's been arrested and charged with burglary and with battery. So Antonio Brown, he wasn't even arrested or charged. And there could be an arrest warrant. Hollywood police, they're working on an arrest warrant awaiting him. And they just aren't having it for sure. And Antonio Brown got into the cops, uses foul language and all this stuff. But I think Antonio Brown's going to get what's coming to him for sure later on today, because this just can't happen anymore. Now he's being accused of felony battery and assault by this truck driver. And that's not good. Like Clinton Hose and Tony Brown straight got arrested. He used to play for the Bengals back in 2006 or 2008, if I remember correctly. But it's safe to say that Tony Brown's going to arrest warrant waiting him for sure, and he could have put on trial. So if convicted, he gets a year in prison, and that's all there is to it just for now. So, and Tony Brown may have arrest warrant waiting him for sure. I can tell you that. And others I do want to point out, by the way, that Derek Jeter and Larry Walker, they got into the Baseball Hall of Fame 2020. They got inducted. They'll be inducted on July 26th at the hall in Cooperstown, New York, along with Ted Simmons and Marvin Miller. So the rest of them getting to the Hall of Fame. He's 1 vote now. Derek Jeter's 1 vote away, but he's a 5-time World Series champ. He is also a vote away from that. So congrats to Derek Jeter and Larry Walker getting into the Baseball Hall of Fame 2020. That's pretty good news right there. That's all I got to know. So that's all you need to know just for now for that, ladies and gents. Others are doing the play. Now, many of you guys may have seen the video of former NBA player Delonte West getting beat down to a street fight. Now, this all started with a by him. This so started when Delonte West was hitting the other man with a glass bottle. And he got beat down the streets of nation's capital, D.C. That is. Delonte West got handcuffed. The other man struck the one who who threw the bottle several times. Got into the other man. So Delonte West and the other man knew each other and got into a bit of a dispute earlier. One of the individuals, one of the guys had a bloody face. Both guys didn't get medical attention and didn't press any charges. Well, now Delonte West, he needs some help. Now the officer who leaked the footage of Prince George's County is definitely suspended for leaking the footage by Prince George's County. And Delonte West, he's gonna need some help. I'm sorry. Now a lot of you guys may have seen the footage though. There's two of them. Delonte West getting arrested and him being assaulted by another guy. That is, and it's the nation's capital, streets of D.C. So Delonte West, he may have had mental health issues or mental illness. It's a really big thing. And I think that Delonte West, he needs all the help he's going to get. The NBA is doing everything they can to help Delonte West. Now, Delonte West, he's a former NBA player. He's playing for the Cavs, Mavericks, Suns as well. But I think he needs a lot of help because he's probably feeling homeless right about now because he needs all the help he's going to get because this just can't happen. It really just can't because it's a rare now mental health and mental illness is a really big thing. But I think it's safe to say that Delonte West is going to need some help and he's got to see a doctor. He's got to see somebody because he was seen like a couple of years ago wearing a hospital gown and he may seem a bit homeless, but I think it's safe to say that Delonte West, he needs some protection, he needs help, and he may have lost everything. But I think that it's just safe to say that Delonte West at this point is just not there's some potential. If something bad happens, if anything else happens to him, it's over. And now Prince George's County Police were discussing this for sure, and it's a bit disturbing. So I can say that Delonte West, he needs some. My thoughts and prayers go to Delonte West, his fan members, his fans, because his viewers, all of his subscribers of this heinous incident, disturbing incident that ensued. So I think that Delonte West is going to have to get some help, get some protection. He needs something he's going to get because this is ridiculous. And that's just hard to watch. So Delonte West, get help because you're going to need it. You are definitely going to need it. Others are doing the point on this, by the way. Damian Lillard, he scored 61 points this past Monday night against the Warriors. The Warriors, they're trash. I mean, Damian Lillard playing like an MVP. My goodness, he's there. So I'll give it credit due to that. So congrats to Damian Lillard scoring 61 points in that game, and incredible. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. Other news, by the way, that Larry Fitzgerald buys minority stake of the Suns. That's big news right there. So that's amazing. Gotta love it. Gotta love it right there. So that's all the news you gotta know for now. So congrats to Larry Fitzgerald, man. And also Aaron Rodgers, he bought minority stake of the Bucks back in 2018. He did that. Larry Fitzgerald's the second guy to do that. So congrats on that part. Other news that MLB Commissioner Rob Manfred and the MLB won't strip the Astros or nor the Red Sox of the World Series titles for their use of technology to steal signs. Now they only do this to honor the long tradition in baseball of not trying to insist to change what happened. Here's where I disagree with this. Rob Manfred should have had the Astros and the Red Sox vacate their titles. They never end. Not going to say to honor the long tradition in baseball. I'm not trying to change what occurred. Really? My goodness. They use technology to steal signs. And you're not going to do anything about it. And you're not going to do anything to, and you're not going to be able to Should the guys are vacate them or the World Series titles? Are you kidding me? It's a joke. It's a joke. It is. Yeah, the Astros. I mean, the LA government says that that the World Series titles should go to the Dodgers. That's good. Nothing wrong with that. But the thing is that the Astros and the Red Sox should vacate their World Series titles, and they never. And now they're saying they never did do that. Now Rob Manfred saying they won't do that. You got to do it. Look, at some point, Rob Manfred is going to change his mind by having the Red Sox and the Astros vacate their World Series titles. They don't do so, it's over. I'm been ashamed. That's the worst decision you had to make. So Rob Manfred, you better think fast. You better reconsider having the Astros know the Red Sox vacate their titles. If they don't do so, that's on you and on the MLB. So better make it quick for sure. Better change your mind. Hopefully you do just that. Hopefully you will do just that. And that's all I got for that, ladies. That's all I got. Also, by the way, that Vanessa Hudgens and Kyle Kuzma were grabbing dinner together at the Lilia at Brooklyn, New York. And I gotta say, are Vanessa Hudgens and Kyle Kuzma dating each other? Now Kyle Kuzma, he's dating Kris Jenner, Kylie Jenner, or Kendall Jenner, by the way. So this ain't been a surprise to a lot of people. I can tell you that. But why would Kyle Kuzma and Vanessa Hudgens be grabbing dinner together? And who knows what's going to happen there? Who knows what's going to happen behind closed doors? So I'm looking forward to see how this all ensues. And don't know what's next one. Are they actually going out? You never know. You never know what'll ensue. So that's all I got right there. Now, another topic I want to address. A man was arrested for tackling a high school opponent at Southeast Guilford High School and Hickory Road High School in Kannapolis, North Carolina. The father of this individual, of his son, was upset how his son's match was going. Now the man parents had to tackle this guy down. The man that was arrested was Perry Lee Jones, who was arrested for a simple battery and disorderly conduct. He was released on a $1,000 bond. So really, parents, I mean, you saw the video. You saw Perry Lee Jones tackle the wrestler's opponent down, and then the other individuals, they had to wrestle the man down, and the cops, they arrested the guy for good, took him into jail. I mean, that's just ridiculous. Just ridiculous. I mean, look like a spear. No way the WWE is going to sign him. We're not Goldberg's going to react to that. Like, really, that just can't happen to him. I'm sorry. You got to dissolve that. That's got to stop right there. I think it's safe to say that he's got to get what's coming to him. So that's all I got to say for that, ladies and gents, just for now. And on that part. So all the news to it. Also, I want to address to you guys this, that Dajoun Wilson deceased at his Alabama home, that is. And cops say that this is all foul play. There's something foul play involved. So that's what's going to Dajoun Wilson's family members, his fans, his viewers, and family members, his subscribers, and everyone else out there. So hopefully things turn out right and turn out well for him, though. That's all I got for that. So nothing more to it to be said. And, well, so you'll see Zion Williamson make his return tonight. That's big news. And, well, hope he doesn't get injured yet again. That's all I'm doing for that. Also, be sure to catch the Royal Rumble this coming Sunday night. Minute Maid Park, that is. Now, Andrade almost will defend the U.S. title against Humberto Carrillo, that is. You'll see the men's and women's Royal Rumble matches. So be sure to catch the Royal Rumble this Sunday night live on the WWE Network for every subscribers. And be sure to catch the latest on that. And also, don't forget to watch NWA Hard Times this coming Friday on Fight TV app. You'll see Thunder Rosa take on Allison Kay for the NWA Women's title. You'll see Nick Aldis take on Flip Gordon. And other matches will be other matches for sure. So that's all the news I got for that. Don't forget, guys, NWA Hard Times will be on the Fight TV app this coming Friday, live on pay-per-view. So don't miss on that. Also, ladies, be sure to catch Chris Cyborg making her Bellator MMA debut against Julia Budd for the Bellator Women's Featherweight title. Catch that live on the Fight TV app or live on the ESPN Plus app. So be sure to catch that for sure. And, well, a live pay-per-view as well. So that's all the news I got for that. And that's all you guys need to know. That's all there is to it. All right, ladies, that's going to do it there for the Club Level Sports Report. Make sure you also subscribe to the Club Level Sports Board YouTube channel, Facebook page by all means necessary. Be sure to send me your comments with your reaction, your thoughts on the Kansas versus Kansas State Brawl. Silvio De Sousa being suspended as a result of that brawl. Tell me some of your thoughts and your comments and your responses down below in the comment section. I will definitely address and respond to that. Let me also know what you think of Zion Williamson making his debut tonight. By the way, let me know if everything's gonna win the game tonight against the Spurs. I'll be more happy to address and respond to that. And I'll send your thoughts and prayers out to Dante West because he needs some help of the incident from this past Monday. That is. So he needs all the help he's going to get. So I'll listen. Tell me what you think of Derek Jeter and Larry walking into the 2020 Hall of Fame, Baseball Hall of Fame. Let me know. It comes up for address and response to that for sure. And tell me what you also think of Damian Lillard scoring 61 points this past Monday night against those puny little Warriors. Let me know about that in the comments. I'll definitely respond and address to that. Also, what you also think of Larry Fitzgerald buying minority stake of the Suns? I'll definitely respond to that. Tell me what you also think of Rob Manfred saying that the MLB won't have the Astros nor the Red Sox vacate the World Series sales from stealing signs. Let me know if you disagree with this decision, and I'll be more than happy to address and respond to that. And that's all the news I got for that. And I'll be back more breaking news, showing times live on these developments, and a whole lot more in the Club Level Sports, all things sports related, everything you need to know, all the sports media and material. Always look out for that. Be sure to catch some live updates on the Club Level Sports Facebook page as well. And that's all I got for that. So take care, everybody. You guys have a good day. Bye-bye.